Om Namah Shivaya, Om Amriteshwari Namah. I am Himanshu Singh of class 10B. I am going to explain the story of the 100 dresses part 1 and part 2. First I will explain part 1. So the 100 dresses part 1 is a story written by Eleanor East. The revolves around a Polish girl Wanda Petronsky and her arrogant classmate, primarily Peggy and Madeline, who would always tease for her appearance and attire. Wanda was a gentle girl who had immigrated to America with her family. Her parents enrolled her in a school that mainly consisted of American students. Her classmates would often make fun of her name as it was quite different from others, and treated with her contempt. Being poor, Wanda wore a faded blue dress to school and always remained quiet and nearly said anything. When she was teased by her classmate, she had no friend and would always remain lonely in school. She came from Boogie's height and her feet were usually submerged with dry mud, so she sat in one corner of the classroom. Peggy and Maddie would often ridicule her appearance and dressing sense. Tired of all the taunting remarks, she once claimed to have 100 dresses and 60 shoes in her closet at her home. Peggy and Maddie grew more inquisitive about her claim and wondered why she wore the same dress to the school if she had so many dresses in her wardrobe. As the time passed, Peggy and Maddie wouldn't miss any opportunity to leave Wanda's and always waited for her before school so they could make fun of her. Nonetheless, Wanda hardly paid heed to their teasing remarks. Maddie was a poor girl herself and she didn't approve of Peggy's teasing. Wanda had all the time, however, she was terrified and she could become the next target if she objected. She was afraid that she might also lose her best friend Peggy if she complained. Although Peggy's purpose was not to always hurt Wanda unnecessarily, she was more eager to know why Wanda was lying about having 100 dresses and 60 pairs of shoes in her closet when asked. Meanwhile, a drawing and coloring contest was held in the school in which all the students had to participate, and Maddie was confident that Peggy would win the competition among girls. A few days passed, and Wanda didn't turn up for school, but nobody noticed her absence. She had no friend in her class. Soon the result of the competition was declared, and the Wanda Petronsky won the competition in which she drew a beautiful sketch of 100 dresses. Peggy, Maddie, and all the other students were confused with the truth came out, and the 100 dresses that Wanda often claimed to have in her closet. Peggy and Maddie felt guilty for teasing and underestimating the Wanda's talent and treating her badly. They realized that Wanda was a talented girl who drew such lovely sketches and was the most deserving winner of the drawing competition. So this is the end of the first story. Now I will explain the second part of this story. The 100 Days Part 2 is the second installment of the story written by Eleanor East. The lesson begins with a letter sent by Wanda's father to her school. In the letter, he informed the school authorities about their discussion of resettling to a big city. He also mentioned that nobody would tease Wanda of her unique name or appearance in the new city. After reading the letter, the teacher, Miss Mason, was shocked when she realized that Wanda was teasing by comments by her classmates. Maddie felt guilty for being cowed. She never stopped Peggy from taunting Wanda. She was so upset that she couldn't focus on her studies and often had a nightmare of mistreating the poor girl. Thus, she decided to meet Wanda and clarify all the misunderstanding and tell her that she never intended to hurt her feeling. She was determined to go to Wanda's place and inform her about winning the drawing competition. Soon after school was over, Maddie and Peggy decided to set off to Wanda's residence and at Boggin's Heights to meet her. To their dismay, Wanda and her family had already vacated the house, and their visit was rendered fruitless. Hence, both the girls wrote a friendly letter and addressed to Wanda informing them about her win. Many days passed. However, there was no reply from to their letter. Soon it was a Christmas time, and Miss Mason received a letter from Wanda. In it, Wanda sent a Christmas greeting to all the mentioned the beautiful hundreds dresses sketches that she drew for coloring competition. She stated that the girl could keep those sketches of 100 dresses, and she gifted special drawing to Peggy and Maddie. They accepted the gift and pinned them in their respective bedrooms. Maddie would often gaze at the pictures of a long time and notice that the face in the drawing. Maddie would often gaze at the pictures for a long time and noticed that the face in the drawing resembled her own face. She rushed to Peggy's house immediately to check if her drawing to look like Peggy's. Seeing this, Peggy felt sorry for teasing a talented girl like Wanda. She wondered that though she had passed derogatory remark about her name and appearance, Wanda always remained quiet and never complained about it. Maddie wiped her tears and often thought of Wanda standing alone in that sunny spot in the schoolyard, rightfully claiming about her 100 dresses all lined up in her closet. Finally, they realized racial discrimination ruins professional lives and relationships. So, this is the end of the second story. Om Namah Shivaya. Thanks for watching the video.